Hey guys, this is Mr. A. Crizzy here, and welcome back to another movie review. Today's movie review is going to be on the 2020 disaster film that came out in late 2020, a couple years ago, in December, and that's going to be on the movie starring Gerard Butler, Greenland. I finally watched Greenland, and yeah, that was last week when I first watched Greenland. It was streaming on HBO Max, and I have it on Blu-ray. So yeah, the story of Greenland goes like this: a family fights for survival as a planet-killing comet races to Earth. John, his wife Allison, and young son Nathan make a journey to their only hope they make a journey to their only hope for sanitary. Amid terrifying news accounts of cities around the world being leveled by the comet's fragments, the family experience the best and worst in humanity while they battle the increasing panic and lawlessness surrounding them. As the countdown to global apocalypse approaches zero, their incredible trait accumulates in a desperate and last-minute flight to a possible safe haven. And of course, John, Allison, and Nathan, they all have to do whatever they can. Like the family has to do whatever they can to survive the meteor shower and hopefully be safe. So I first saw previews for this movie. When I went and saw other films that came out in 2020 a couple years ago when I was wearing a mask at my local Regal movie theater during its first reopening. I first saw previews for Greenland when I went and saw. I think I remember when I saw previews for Greenland when I went and saw Christopher Nolan's Tenet and Russell Crowe's Unhinged. And to me and my dad were kind of interested in checking this movie out since my dad really loves Gerard Butler, and plus, despite the story we've heard a couple of times before, like a family surviving a meteor shower, this movie did look like a pretty good movie to me. So I finally watched it on HBO Max while I own it on Blu-ray, and I have it on Apple TV as well. And I gotta say, this was actually a pretty good movie. I actually thought it was a pretty good disaster movie, like about a meteor shower, and I actually enjoyed this movie. I actually thought it was pretty good, and it's got good acting performances by Gerard Butler. I thought Gerard Butler did good in this movie, and the music score for Greenland was actually done by David Buckley. David Buckley, who has composed music scores to other films like Bob Odenkirk's Nobody, and he also did the music score for Russell Crowe's Unhinged, another 2020 film. And yeah, David Buckley has composed music scores to other movies that I know. Oh yeah, and David Buckley, he also composed the music score for that piece of furry zoophilia crap, Arctic Dogs, that came out in 2019. But I gotta say, David Buckley has composed music scores to better films like Greenland, Nobody, and Unhinged. Yeah, and I remember when this movie was coming out, I've been hearing that this movie was supposed to be released theatrically, but it was still released theatrically in some countries, but here in the United States, it skipped movie theaters in the United States, so it was released on demand instead. And plus, I've also been hearing that they're planning on making a sequel to Greenland, which I think the sequel to Greenland is going to be about the family that's trying to find a new home in the new location, like in the Arctic of some sort, the new location from where they survived the meteor shower apocalypse. So I might be interested in checking out the sequel because so far it's in development right now, so we don't know much about the sequel yet, but hopefully we'll hear more about it soon. And yeah, because I enjoyed most things about this movie. And there are some parts where it can get pretty predictable, where you knew exactly where the meteor shower is going to happen, and of course like one of the family members that were watching the asteroid land, like one of them was like, wait, where's the explosion? Like, I remember hearing that in the trailer, and yeah. So overall, Greenland was a pretty good movie from 2020. And I'm going to give Greenland 3.5 out of 5 stars. It was good for what it is. So if you like disaster films and if you haven't seen Greenland yet, then I say give it a watch. It's not that bad. I recommend it. So there you have it, guys. That's going to be it for my movie review on Greenland. And that's going to be it for this video, so make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, this is Mr. A. Crizzy saying, goodbye everybody, and that's about it.